What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys. Into some more Last Day on Earth. I have had a chance to rest, taken a nice little sleep. I have gotten through the grind for our new, not good storage, or unfortunately, good event. Not going to talk about that. If you'd like to see that video, it'll probably pop up as an option here at some point, or go check out the channel. Thank you to everybody for hitting that subscribe button, by the way. That video brought in quite a few new folks. Appreciate having you here. Unfortunate news, maybe bringing you some of you to the channel, but stick around. Hopefully we can still have some fun. You'll enjoy our free-to-play series. We've got a whole big playlist of that, all that good stuff. And if you're not subscribed, hit that button for us. We'd appreciate it. On our way to 10K, that's our next channel milestone. So thank you so much. Do the plug up front here. Let's jump in today. What I do want to do is focus on not the bad stuff. I want to talk about the update, because the update actually brought a couple of changes, a few small quality of life things for us to pay attention to, and I want to chat about that. In addition, I am getting some reports, as I have seen over on the Discord. If you want to join that, link in the description. Got a Last Day on Earth channel, and it's just absolutely popping off. Love everybody over there. There's some reports of the Borealis. Interestingly enough, I wanted to actually test out something and have some fun with the Borealis. So we're going to do a little bit of both at the same time here. I don't know if this is a bug. I have not gotten confirmation of that yet. But we're going to go and see what happens with that here a little bit later in the video. I also want to, again, just kind of focus on chat about kind of the quality of life changes, a few of the things that they've adjusted, and let's chat about that here now. Before we do, let's get some daily rewards from some other rewards we've had in the past, like this caps machine. Hey, I got 20. Okay, let's see if we get anything good out of the carrot dispenser. No, we got carrots. That happens very often. I did get genomes on my free-to-play earlier today, and of course I'm gonna get charcoal. Super fitting. I did get the genomes. They do happen. That pop-up is new, by the way. There's a couple of new UI elements and some other things. They talked about some animation fixes. I hadn't seen a ton of that stuff, but there is a few UI elements. I will say one of the best things that they did do, I'll give credit where credit is due here, is they changed the inbox over to its own button. I love this. I really do. If you've ever been in a pinch where you're fighting in a location, you run out of armor, or you need some heals or something really quickly, it has been an absolute pain to go into like the shop area and then click on the thing and then it's just too many buttons. This, boom, right to your inventory. You got it. You rock and roll with it. Also, you have this little icon here. I'm circling if you can see, for any ads that you have. So ads and ad skips. This works for your reward box, this unknown box, as well as any of the kind of daily little coin store that you have options for as well. So that's a couple of cool UI changes, breaking it out. I do like that personally. This is really nice. The one thing that I was hoping to see that we would get sooner rather than later, and we just have not yet, is the numbered crafting thing. This, I think, is going to be a big change. When you get the opportunity to click and do like 10, do little arrows or whatever, and then craft, and you make 10 or 20 or whatever of that, I think when that quality of life change rolls around, it's going to be very, very nice. So I'm excited for that one. We don't have it yet, but it is on the roadmap and should be headed on its way. So hopefully we get that soon. A couple of other changes. The genomes and the Genesis collection. You now have and know where your storage is going to be maxed out. And yeah, you're peeping that we are pretty close to maxing out the storage. We're going to be picking up a couple of things here today. I'm very excited about that. And actually, I need to do that. I did not realize I had 4,905. Oh, you know what? It was maybe a little bit of the genomes from the paid version of the pass, I think, that we picked up. Okay, well, let's do this first, because I was very excited to do this. I have talked extensively in previous videos about the valuable stuff you can find here. Fridge, absolutely awesome. I am a huge fan of upgraded workbenches. If you've watched the channel for even 5 minutes, you know I've talked about this. Upgraded benches are absolutely awesome. One of the big things that I do want to get that I'm very excited about here is really the last of the storages that I don't have, interestingly enough, which is this bad boy, the fish fridge. I'm super stoked for this. Let's grab it. I love the cosmetic look of this, by the way. I got to give credit where credit is due. I'm not happy about the current event. Not happy about the current storage. I am not. I do not like it. This does look sweet, though. This was a win. This update in general, and I know memories may be short. This Northern update, although it did have some issues, it did bring some new stuff to the game, and I do like the Genome Shop. Although it is hard to grind, it is capable of being grinded without spending any money, by the way, and that's a big W, and this is really cool. So I'm going to spend some genomes here. We're going to spend a little over half. We are going to get that storage. Super stoked for that. After this, I know I'm going to get this question in the comments from those that are inquisitive. They're going to say, well, Doc, what are you going to buy next? To be really honest with you, I'm probably going to grab the flamethrower. Let's just grab this now. I just think having the recipes is good. And then really it's trying to figure out which one of these workbenches do I want the most. And it's unfortunate because I don't have enough genomes to get 2 of them. The thought process here for me, I do think the woodworking benches are absolutely amazingly awesome, but furnaces are also really, really awesome. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to work towards maybe getting 1 each. Now, probably the only one I wouldn't recommend here is the meat dryer. I don't think there's a ton of use for this. You're probably not doing a lot of this, but if you picked campfires, woodworking bench, or the furnace, to be honest, or even this rack, now that the tanning rack, because you have to put your northern skins on here to make your furs, this has also become really important. I could see an argument being made for all of those. So I think I'm just gonna grab something new, and I think I'm gonna go with a melting furnace. We're gonna do some big pickups here, and bam, we got that as well. So really, really cool. I think the next thing I'll do, if we can grab the genomes for it, I'll probably do a campfire because making charcoal is important, and there's some other good uses of that. And then we probably will grab a tanning rack, and then we go from there. And then wall decoration. Can I buy this? I might be able to buy that now. Can I buy this? No, I need 9. I need 1 more collection items. So yeah, we're making some good progress. Can I buy this yet? I could buy that. Interesting. Well, we'll grab some of those other things. You know me, I'm not huge on cosmetics. Maybe you don't know me, but if you do, you know I'm not huge on cosmetics, except for this skin, which is also why I'm so mad, so disappointed by this event, because the skin is so sweet. They did such a good job on this. I'm sad. I'm sad. Okay, anyways, I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about it too much, but here we are, and that's what we got. Okay. That's really it. There's a couple other small UI changes or some little things, but mostly those were the 2 big things that I did notice. I will place some storages down. Let's grab our storages here. Let's grab our fridge. Let's grab our schematic. The other thing I do want to talk about is, for a lot of you, you now have subscription options, okay? And these are daily subscriptions. You can pick these up. You're going to get essentially daily rewards. There are 3 levels to this. So you can upgrade these, and you can get these rewards, and then you're going to get basically a purchase reward for that certain amount of money, in addition to a daily amount of those things over the course of that. Now, you log in every single day. There is an argument to be made that maybe this is worth it. No, I don't know. Is it? Probably not. I don't know what the level ups in between these are. I don't really. This is going to be one of the very few times that I don't do this for you for science. So those are the options. If I had to pick, here's the interesting thing. There is actually some pretty good value and use for coins Coins a lot of times are used to help speed up progress. So if you're looking to get some progression sped up with like furnaces or crafting of items, coins is the way to go. There is the coin shop that you can utilize now, which has some decent stuff into it, but probably not where I would spend them. But that's really what coins are for. Rations, on the other hand, can really help you to kind of drive additional progress through the ability to reset your locations. That actually, in my opinion, is much more helpful. Rations are also a huge convenience item. If I was going to spend $5, I would buy the ration one. The problem ends up being with these is that to clear, for instance, a northern location, let's say you don't want to do the genomes. Okay, let's say you don't want to run up there, spend your energy, do all that stuff. To clear the hard or the red location with rations, I think it's 15. I'm pretty sure it's 15. And that would take you half of this subscription to get one of these. That doesn't feel really great. That doesn't feel really great. I also don't understand why this isn't 1, 2, and 3, but mostly it's because rations at this quantity are really, really good. So being able to stock up rations is what it is. It's cool. Also, I think the other thing that takes away from maybe picking up coins, this could be fine. Like you're getting a decent amount of coins by purchasing this, even if you hit the 30 days. You know, you're getting 150 from this plus 125. So maybe value-wise, that's worth it if you're gonna spend it and you buy coins anyways. But just buy the pass. Like, just buy the premium pass. It's got 1,000 coins in it if you pick it from the crates. So, like, I don't know. That's my thoughts. Not worth it. But however you choose, I'll say this as I always do. However you choose to spend your disposable income is up to you. If it's going to help you finish that thing or make some progress and you play the game a lot, maybe it is worth it. And by all means, do it. I don't think the value is there. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the value is there. Usually with these like time-gated or subscription-based services, usually you get like a pretty high amount of value from the thing over and beyond what you would normally get from like going to the store and purchasing it. And I haven't run the math, but that's my thoughts. So that's where I'm at. That's where we're here. That's what I think. Do what you will with how you want it. Okay, this isn't where I'm gonna leave this, but let's place this down. Man, this does look cool. Look at that. Look at this comparative to this thing. Yeah, I like the fish fridge a whole lot better. And we got some fishes. Let's put some fishes in here. I'm super excited for this. I think this storage is actually worth. And that's like, oh, and it came with fishes. Look at that. Beautiful. Very cool. I really like this thing. I think this is dope. I really think this is dope. Can we fit all of our fishes? Oh, we can. I forget who it was in the Discord. Somebody said, I can't fit all my... They had like one stack of fishes left. And I was like, man, my OCD wouldn't be able to handle that. I feel the pain. That's good storage here. That's nice. That's really nice. Good stacks, very big. You can put all of your different starred fishes in here. I could understand if I had any gold sturgeon, we're one spot short. That's what it is. I have all three: gold, bronze, gold, silver, bronze, gold, silver, bronze, gold, silver. Yeah, so I would be one short if I had any gold sturgeon here. So that's a little frustrating. Like, you wish it would be just one more spot so that you could do all those. But other than that, this is great. That's awesome. And this frees up actually this pretty much this entire rack for me, which is really, really cool. Really cool. Super stoked about that. Great purchase. Where does it rank? I definitely would rather have the fridge. Like, the fridge is great. Fantastic fridge. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold on. Did I never grab my other fridge? Am I crazy? No, I did. What am I talking about? Holy moly. I just had the wildest brain fart. I was like, wait, why don't I have two fridges right there? It's because I put all my meats in my... I'm losing my mind. The grind is making me lose my mind. All right, let's upgrade this melting furnace. Here's what you need. You need some steel, and you need some thermite. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. To get the double capacity, this is super worth it. 15 thermite, pretty easy to farm. 15 steel, a little bit harder. You gotta work for this one a little bit. But if you're getting to this point where you're grabbing it, awesome. We'll upgrade it, and then, of course, we can put 2 stacks of stuff in there. Oh, you know what I do want to check? And I'm going to assume this works, but I'm just going to validate that we can put... Oh, that's cool. Look at them side by side. Isn't that neat? Little visual increase. This one just looks a little bit more beefy. You got, like, the little tongs in front. That's cool, man. That's really cool. This is what excites me about this game going forward. They're going to do the big update. They're going, well, another bigger update for kind of a rework of the island region and the boat and some stuff over there. They talked about additional upgrades to workbenches. Like, this is cool, right? Like, this is worth grinding for. Extra capacity makes farming a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Makes the convenience, the downtime, the times you're not playing be more valuable. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Let me just confirm. Yes, you can. I did confirm. You can put in 40 charcoal, and obviously you can put in a 40 stack here of copper ore. I don't know if I have a 40 stack of copper ore, but that is cool, man. Look at that go. Listen, after yesterday's video, I needed a W. That's some W's. I'm pretty stoked about that. So, all right, cool. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to head over. What is this right here? What is this yelling at me about? Oh, yeah, I got this. I got the flamethrower. This is not a bad build, by the way. I talked about this, I think, in free-to-play, but this isn't bad. Steel's pretty rough. Flamethrower is pretty good, but I would probably save my parts and my factory parts specifically and just try to grind up some titanium and make the Apocalypse Breath. Scorcher. Like, I don't know. I would rather build the flamethrower than the scorcher from a steel perspective. That's really the only limiting thing here is the steel. Rubber's pretty easy to get. Thermite's fine. Gas, you should be able to get enough. Factory parts are obviously very useful, but you use a lot of steel for a lot of upgrades, and so that's a little restrictive there. Obviously, this is not easy, but comparative to 8, I like the flamethrower. Yeah, okay. We got some weapons. We're going to go do some things. We'll see you over at the Borealis in a sec. All right, let's get this going. What am I doing? I don't want to get off the bike, man. We just got here. I'm trying to get to my dog. Do I put the dog collar on? No, probably not worthwhile. All right, I've got a section of weapons here, but shoot, I used one of these. Oh, man. All right, well, I queued the drone. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to show what the drone had. My understanding is that what happened here is that now this guy does bad things. Let's hit the Scorcher. We've got a fiery puddle. Can you walk into this, dude? He's not getting hit by that at all. He got hit by that a little bit. Barrel's gonna explode. I got the incendiary ammo on. My understanding is he was like insta-freezing people. Ah, he got a new attack. That's what it is. That's what it is. So it looks like his attacks are generally the same. He's got the same kind of structure. I'm going to hide behind this. I did want to hit him with this. Of course we missed. Let's pull him into the puddle. Okay, he's ticking on the puddle. He's got a new attack is what it is. Oh, have I ever seen him double jump like that? Interesting. Okay, I could understand. People have been cheesing him. Not cheesing him. People have been fighting him and doing it legitimately. By just by using the torches, which is totally fine. I'm not mad at anybody for doing that. Let's hit him with this. That ticks him down pretty good. The Scorcher, this Scorcher puddle and the incendiary ammo, we're doing 21 damage per. But my thought process with this guy has always been to try to keep my distance, and I understand that. So now his armor is broken. We're dealing solid damage here. It's this new, he's got a new big attack. Like, we're not instantly getting frozen. We are now because, yeah, that instant full freezes you. I could see that being frustrating. But honestly, though, he got a new attack. It just means you got to pay a little bit more attention in the fight. And I have regular armor on. I shouldn't say regular. I have reinforced fur armor on. Yeah, just, I don't know. I guess make a few more of your warming first aid kits. That didn't seem that bad. Now, granted, we killed him mostly easily because we used the Scorcher and the drone, and I wanted to try that out because I like it. And I wanted to see what it did, and it's mods that we haven't really used a whole lot. I should note, so on the drone here, I have the boomstick, the Scorcher, incendiary bullets, and then the combustible mixture is when the Scorcher drops, that's what left the fire on the ground. That was pretty effective. That was a pretty effective way, I feel like, to take him down, but mostly because the drone with the incendiary ammo. But Scorcher did help out. That was nice. Speaking of Scorcher, we got Scorcher, so that's cool too. But he got a new attack. I don't mind that. I don't hate that, actually. I don't think he was... For those that were... And I do this, I've been doing this as of lately on free-to-play, is just running around in circles, hitting him with the what do you call it? The torch there. Just watch out for the new attack. The problem is if you're that close, you are going to have a hard time getting out of the distance of that. So I could see that being frustrating, but just bring some warming first aid kits with you, and I think you'll be okay. I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it's not a bug, and you could call it it's a buff to the boss. Yeah, that seems fine. What it's incentivizing you to do is keep your distance. That's what that's trying to do. It's trying to keep you from just being able to run around him in circles, because his close range attacks, very much like the Ravager, are just not useful at killing you. And yeah, so I could see that. I could see that. I can buy this, can't I? Wall decoration where you can hang a rare catch. I will get this later. I am interested in getting that. Yeah, I'm not disappointed by that. I'm not disappointed. That all seems fine. New attack for the boss. They keep modifying him. I don't think it's, again, I don't think it's like way harder. You just got to come well prepared. Have the right armor. Have some warming first aid kits. Have some torches. Have some flare guns if you can afford them. And I think you'll be fine. I think still relatively easy enough to take him out. So not too bad. Let me know your thoughts. New UI elements. Let me know your thoughts on the subscription service. I've heard your thoughts on the current event and season pass. If you want to share those down below, you can. More than welcome to. I'll probably agree with you because it's not great. But some minor changes that have been pretty solid, and then some updates to Borealis. And let me know what you think of the drone using the Scorcher and taking them out, and some incendiary ammo. That's pretty cool. So, as always, thank you again for watching, clicking on the video, spending a few minutes of your day. Really do appreciate it. We do a free-to-play series. We have a whole bunch of Last Day on Earth content. We have a Wasteland Survival Guide, which is deep dives. We're going to be getting into some more of that here. We've got some fun ideas coming up for some other things that we want to do. We're going to continue on a couple of our series as well next week, so stay tuned for that. And I've got some free-to-play updates for you as well. I'm really excited to share. So stay tuned for all of that info and more content from this guy. All right, hit that subscribe button. See you later.